guys, welcome back to Simply Living and welcome to today's episode. If you're new here, my name is Ibeth and I typically do affordable home decor DIYs simply because I just believe that you don't have to break the bank to make your space look Pinterest worthy. So for today's episode, I decided to share with you part one of a two-part series for Noah's room makeover. If you don't know who Noah is, it is my 3-year-old son, and his room has been a mess for a long time already. He's obviously not a baby anymore, and I needed to change some things, make it a little bit more practical for him, and obviously Pinterest worthy. I'm actually using things, you guys, that I already had, which works so much better. I do want to switch out his bed. He currently has his crib, which, you know, converts into the toddler bed. The mattress is really uncomfortable though, that he doesn't sleep on it. He prefers to sleep on the floor because it's that uncomfortable. When he was a baby, he slept through it fine, but right now he's like really picky. So I have to upgrade his bed. He's a little picky one. The reason why there's two parts is because I just can't make up my mind when it comes to Noah's bed. He is 3, he's growing. I need to get him a bed that is obviously bigger and comfortable. But the thing is that I want to make the right choice when it comes to investing in a bed because I want him to grow into it a little bit to last me a few years. And I just don't know what style I want yet or what exactly it is that I wanted to do, because for the longest time, since I knew I was having a boy, I had not a million, but lots and lots of saved pins on my Pinterest board for Noah's room, which was this little house-shaped bed frame, which I thought it was so cute, and I wanted to do that since like day one. You know when you have that thought in the back of your mind that's telling you it's nice, but don't do it? I feel like that's what it is. I have that thought in my mind. Like, I think it's so cute, but I think it's a little babyish. So I was like debating between that and just a regular platform bed. Side of the bed, the most important part, the mattress. I've seen these like tufted like day bed, a big pillow, like in a size of a twin, I think is the max size that I've seen so far, and I think it's so cute. I actually saw this in a Pinterest. I want to do that for Noah, except when I looked it up and found the price. I love you, Anthropologie, but man, are you so overpriced. I mean, I get it, $500 for a velvet pillow, I guess, you know. I think I'm gonna sleep on it for a few nights, a few weeks, maybe a month or 2. And I don't know if it's gonna be the most convenient either, because I don't think it comes off of the pillow. I think that you have to like spot clean it, and that may not be the most practical, but I really love it. So I have to think about it. I have to think through, and if not, like find a regular mattress. I might have to just go that route. And you know when you're so in love with something and you want it so bad, but you know you shouldn't because it's not convenient. I hate that.
I mean, you know I ain't lying, 'cause I hate wasting time.
So the reason why I wanted this cabinet, or this toy storage, I should say, was because I wanted Noah's toys to be more organized, because it used to be just 2 big bins and all of the toys in them, and I feel like better when they're organized because A, it looks nicer, and 2, he knows exactly what is where. So I use the bigger ones for the bigger toys or the bigger sets. Like for example, this is for like the monster truck thing he has, and then this is for like his train set, because these you can add like more pieces to, which is why I chose like the bigger ones. And then for blocks, and then Legos, or cars and then Legos, and that way everything remains separate where it should and organized. So there are 2 options, or more than 2 options for these actually, but these, they have 3 spacers, which 1, 2, and 3, which means that you can either add 3 of these or like I did, which is the bigger one and the small one. By the way, I think I got the wrong size because this is really small and it's supposed to be like it's supposed to fill up the whole space here. So I think I got the wrong ones, but that's okay. I think what I like about IKEA is that I can return it. I have a year to exchange it if I don't like it. So for my first project, I wanted to make over a few frames that I had laying around the house. So what I did was get on my computer and look for some abstract art that I can print out so that I can add to those frames that I already have but no longer use. This is a great way to change up your art if you are like me and get tired of seeing the same things all the time. Printing is gonna be your best friend, you guys. I did try to stay within the same color family just because I already knew what kind of theme I wanted for Noah's room, and that's kind of the rule I followed. So here is the tricky part. I first tried to measure the frames and, measure the paper and cut it out, but that didn't work out, you guys. The frames that I was using for the art, you guys, are the dollar spot frames, which means they're not very well made. They're not exactly straight. So, which is why that was a problem, because I did my measurements exactly how I thought they were, but my paper then didn't fit. What I ended up doing instead was placing the paper on top of the frame and kind of use my hands to score the paper to the exact measurement of the frame and then going back and cutting it. It actually worked better this way. It helped as a template to kind of get almost the exact measurement of the frame. I did have to cut a little bit more than I had scored onto the paper, but that's okay because it ended up fitting practically snug. And then just glued the paper onto the frame with some Mod Podge. Here they are. I'm so in love with these frames and I'm just so glad that I came up with this idea. So for project number 2, I decided I wanted to try this really popular bowl DIY. You basically take 2 bowls, turn them upside down and glue them onto each other, and it creates like a little plant stand or just a stand, which I think is so cute. You can put a candle here, plants of course. I did paint it, you guys. I didn't film that and I apologize. That is why I'm going to show you how I painted it, which is with the baking soda and acrylic paint method. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews about this, you guys. I think that it is really simple and straightforward. So what you do is mix like equal parts of baking soda and the paint that you like. I used acrylic paint because that's what it had. Apparently, some people found it difficult to work with using baking soda and acrylic paint, which I think it worked fine actually. You don't necessarily have to add a lot of baking soda to create the texture, unless of course you want a lot of texture. I used about a little less than equal parts and it worked fine. It looked really good. The one thing that I do recommend is that you paint one direction, not like brushing back and forth, and it'll just cover it fine. And for project number 3, it's going to be a pendant light. So I've been wanting to try to make like a macrame lamp, but you guys, when I saw this at the craft store, I was immediately drawn to it because of the color and then just the way that it is twisted. It looks so good. I don't know, something about it. And a light bulb, you guys, immediately went off in my head. I should use this for Noah's lamp that I've been thinking about making, and I love this so much. And of course, I'm no professional. I'm no expert when it comes to like these knots and this macrame, but I kind of wanted to give it like a pretty look, at the top of the rim, not just look like just tied. So which is why I decided to do like a lark's head knot, if that's what it's called. And then just do that all around the rim until it is completely covered. I actually didn't measure out each strand to like an exact measurement. I actually just eyeballed it because I wanted like that effortless look. I didn't want it to look too exact, just because I wanted like that natural boho vibe, and I actually really like it this way. So originally my plan was to actually buy the the lamp rim that is used to make lamp shades. I didn't find it in the right size. I did find some on Amazon, but it was giving me a 2-pack. not what I was looking for. I mean, I'm not gonna use the other one, so which is why I didn't go that route, and just decided to use wire to kind of mimic the same thing that the lamp rim has at the top to hold the light bulb, and it actually ended up working well. I mean, it's not the best looking, but it is temporary. I am going to keep looking for one that I actually like or that actually fits and replace it. But for now and for the sake of the video, I decided to just use this, and it actually ended up working. And it's good that I did it this way because it was also like my trial to see if it would work. And I'm happy to say that it did, and I will update it. Now for the hanging part of this. So I originally wanted as well to hang it with like a rope to give that natural vibe that I've been trying to incorporate into Noah's room, but it didn't happen as well because the thing is that the lamp is a little heavy because of the cord. So what I ended up doing was just using 4 pieces of jute cord and tying them in each corner so that it would actually help me with the weight of the lamp, because it does tend to tilt one way, and with the rope I was not able to adjust that or fix that problem, which is why I did it this way. But you know what, you can barely see the jute cord, and it actually doesn't even look half bad. Like, it looks really cute. It actually ties in with the rest of the decor. So here is what I've done so far to Noah's room, and of course the way that I actually decided to set up my new decor items in here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. Please make sure to give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know in the comments below what did you think, and if you have any ideas or your opinion about the bed, you guys let me know. I need the feedback. There's some things that I don't think of myself, so I mean, that's what we're here for, to help each other out. And don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on the final review of Noah's room. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.